What's up everyone, welcome to FilmSpot, and today we will be talking about best upcoming movies. Grab your Pip-Boy and stock up on Radaway! Fallout Season 2 is charging ahead faster than expected. In a surprise update that has fans buzzing, Kyle MacLachlan, aka Hank McLean, Vault 33's overseer and Lucy's dad, just dropped a bombshell. Filming for Season 2 has wrapped. Yep, you heard that right. While most fans assumed the wait would stretch into 2026, MacLachlan revealed in a podcast that production is nearly complete and hinted at a possible release by the end of this year. That's a major W for fans who've been riding the hype since Season 1 exploded onto Prime Video in April 2023 with a jaw-dropping 94% critic score and a loyal 91% from viewers on Rotten Tomatoes. Even better, leaked set photos confirm we're headed straight into New Vegas. The iconic neon-lit wasteland is coming to life, complete with the Tops and Lucky 38. Although the plot is still under wraps, all signs point to a bigger, bolder, and even more chaotic adventure in the wasteland. Strap in, Wanderers! Fallout Season 2 could be hitting your screen as early as Christmas 2025. This one's for you, kaiju fans. Godzilla Minus One is officially getting a direct sequel, and it's going to be bigger, darker, and even more ambitious. Director Takashi Yamazaki is back at the helm, and thanks to a fresh report from Bloomberg Japan, we now know Toho isn't just making another monster movie, they're building an empire. Japan is investing a jaw-dropping 120 billion yen, about $800 million, over the next 3 years to globalize its film and anime industry. A cool 15 billion yen of that is going straight into the Godzilla strategy, which includes new games, merch, attractions, and yes, the highly anticipated follow-up to the Oscar-winning Godzilla Minus One. Yamazaki has confirmed that the storyboards and script are already in motion, with a much larger budget approved by Toho this time around. With the first film earning $116 million and an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, expectations are sky high. Starring Ryunosuke Yamiki and Sakura Ando, the sequel will pick up after Shikishima and Noriko's emotional reunion, and fans are dying to know what that eerie black infection on her neck really means. Godzilla Minus One 2 is coming, and it's about to shake the world. Forget flying carpets and magic lamps, Aladdin is taking a full-blown dive into nightmare fuel. Just announced via Deadline, Aladdin the Monkey's Paw is a dark, supernatural reimagining of the classic tale, and it's shaping up to be one of the most chilling fairy tale flips yet. Directed by and starring Terrifier 3's Bradley Stryker, the film follows a modern-day Londoner who inherits an ancient monkey's paw said to grant wishes. But with every desire comes a soul-crushing curse. As the darkness spreads and bodies drop, Aladdin must face off against a malevolent force that feeds on human greed. Backed by Empire Studios, Every Entertainment, and Eighth Law Pictures, the film also stars Nick Sagar, Ricky Norwood, and Montana Manning, with a script by Charlie McDougall. Expect a haunting atmosphere, gut-punch horror, and a fresh mythos built around one of the world's most iconic cautionary legends. Stryker calls it fun and diabolical, while McDougall promises a story that haunts long after the credits roll. With Aladdin now in the public domain, this twisted take is completely legal and completely unhinged. Stay tuned, the paw is coming. Get ready to see Spider-Man like you've never seen him before. Nicolas Cage is officially stepping into the trenchcoat of Spider-Noir, a live-action series set to debut on MGM Plus in early 2026, with a global rollout on Prime Video soon after. Cage, who voiced the fan-favorite character in Into the Spider-Verse, now brings the shadowy hero to life in the flesh, playing a brooding, aging private eye in 1930s New York who must confront his forgotten past as the city's lone superhero. Think noir detective drama meets gritty superhero tale, wrapped in a stylized alternate timeline. The 8-episode series, developed by Oren Uziel and Steve Lightfoot for Sony and Amazon MGM Studios, boasts a stellar cast: Luke Haas, Lamorne Morris, Brendan Gleeson, Lee Jun Lee, Jack Huston, and Abraham Popula. There are even rumors the show may be released in both color and black and white for that extra vintage flair. Originating from Marvel's Earth 90214, Spider-Man Noir has been captivating comic fans since 2009. With production now wrapped and excitement building, Spider-Noir is shaping up to be a moody, stylish, and unforgettable addition to the Spider-Verse. The web slinger is back, but not where you'd expect him. According to trusted insider Jeff Snyder, Tom Holland's next outing as Peter Parker is officially titled Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it's dropping a major MCU twist. The film will take place at the exact same time as Avengers Doomsday. Revealed on the Hot Mic podcast, Snyder claims the two films unfold simultaneously, concurrently, within the timeline, marking a bold first for Marvel. While Marvel films have overlapped in snippets before, this would be the first time two full-length blockbusters run in parallel. But don't expect Spider-Man to swing into Doomsday. Holland is currently filming The Odyssey with Christopher Nolan, which may explain his absence, both on and off screen. Instead, Brand New Day will pick up after the heartbreaking ending of No Way Home, exploring Peter's isolated new life as the world forgets who he is. Rumors are swirling about potential villains like Mr. Negative, possible Battleworld teases, and multiverse fallout still haunting Peter. Set for release on July 31st, 2026, Spider-Man Brand New Day could be Marvel's most emotionally grounded and timeline-bending chapter yet. Sonic isn't slowing down anytime soon. After racing past the $1 billion mark at the box office with 3 hit films and a 4th slated for 2027, Paramount is now plotting something even bigger, a full-blown Sonic cinematic universe. According to a new report from The Wrap, Paramount is exploring multiple spin-off films, expanding beyond the core Sonic saga. While no titles are confirmed, all signs point to Shadow the Hedgehog taking the spotlight, especially after Sonic the Hedgehog 3's explosive post-credits scene teased his debut. But Shadow isn't the only contender. Tails, Sonic's loyal two-tailed sidekick, could be next. Voice actress Colleen O'Shaughnessy recently told Comic Book that she'd love to star in a Tails-centric movie, even hinting at the potential for an origin story. Meanwhile, Knuckles just wrapped a solo Paramount Plus series with Idris Elba back in the role. Whether that evolves into a second season or a full-length film, fans are eager for more, and maybe even appearances from deep-cut favorites like Team Chaotix. With dozens of beloved characters still untapped, Paramount is poised to turn Sonic into one of the most expansive video game franchises in Hollywood. The Deadly Game is back, and this time it's more star-studded than ever. Ready or Not, Here I Come, the highly anticipated sequel to 2019's breakout horror comedy Ready or Not, has just revealed its full cast, and fans of the genre are eating well. Samara Weaving returns as the blood-soaked bride who survived one of the wildest wedding nights in cinema history, and she's now joined by Katherine Newton, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Elijah Wood, Kevin Durant, Sean Hatosy, Nestor Carbonell, and even filmmaker David Cronenberg in a mysterious role. Back in the director's chairs are Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette, the duo behind Scream and Scream 6, returning under their Radio Silence banner. Filming kicked off April 21st in Toronto with a script by Ready or Not scribe Guy Busick and R. Christopher Murphy. With Gellar returning to her horror roots and Wood fresh from Yellow Jackets and The Monkey, this sequel promises a stacked lineup and next-level mayhem. Searchlight is backing the project with the original producing team intact. With the first film a surprise box office smash, Ready or Not, Here I Come is shaping up to be a bloody good time. Marvel Studios has officially kicked off filming on Avengers Doomsday, and early reports suggest we're diving deep into mutant territory. According to insider MTTSH, production is currently taking place on a practical set designed to replicate the iconic X-Mansion, home of the Xavier Institute. But this isn't a peaceful return. The beloved school for mutants is reportedly under attack. While no set photos have leaked yet, speculation is already swirling thanks to the confirmed return of Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Rebecca Romijn, and James Marsden, along with Alan Cumming, Kelsey Grammer, and Channing Tatum, fresh off his debut as Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine. Adding to the mystery, the actor chairs on set list only names, not character roles, fueling theories that the original X-Men cast may not be reprising their classic roles at all, and could be playing multiversal variants or entirely new characters. Tatum cheekily told Extra, "All I was guaranteed was a chair," hinting that even he doesn't know his full role yet. With volcanic craters spotted on set and the Russo brothers returning to direct after Endgame, Avengers Doomsday is shaping up to be a multiverse-shattering event when it hits theaters on May 1st, 2026. Netflix just dropped a thrilling update. The Old Guard 2 is officially locked in for a July 2nd release, and the first batch of new images is here to crank up the hype. Charlize Theron is back as Andy, battle axe in hand, and she's bringing the same fierce energy fans fell in love with in the 2020 hit. Directed this time by Victoria Mahoney, the sequel reunites the powerhouse cast, including Chiwetel Ejiofor, Kiki Lane, and Matthias Schoenaerts. The new photos tease a dark, intense journey ahead. Now grappling with her lost immortality, Andy faces a chilling new enemy brewing for thousands of years. One image even shows her stalking through an eerie underground tunnel, stepping past fallen soldiers, hinting that the fight is about to get even grittier. Fans can breathe a sigh of relief. The franchise's signature mix of ancient weaponry and modern warfare is still very much alive. The Old Guard's original run earned a strong 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, and all signs point to the sequel pushing the story and the stakes even higher. Get ready, The Old Guard 2 promises to be an unstoppable force. Big news from Panem, Lionsgate just revealed major casting updates for The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping, and the excitement is off the charts. McKenna Grace is set to play Maisily Donner, District 12's fiery tribute, alongside a young Haymitch Abernathy, who will be portrayed by rising star Joseph Zada. Joining them is Whitney Peak as Lenore Dove Baird, Haymitch's girlfriend, adding even more emotional depth to this powerful prequel. Directed by franchise veteran Francis Lawrence, Sunrise on the Reaping takes us back 24 years before Katniss' story, diving into the brutal 50th Hunger Games, the infamous second quarter quell, where twice the usual number of tributes are thrown into the arena. With 48 kids fighting for survival and a deadly twist waiting, Haymitch's story is about to unfold like never before. Fans can expect a deeply emotional journey, with Lionsgate execs already praising the cast's heart, depth, and fire. Grace, Zada, and Peak each bring serious star power. Fresh off big projects like Ghostbusters Afterlife and Gossip Girl, Sunrise on the Reaping hits theaters November 20th, 2026, and it's shaping up to be an unforgettable chapter in the Hunger Games legacy. Get ready for more blood, grit, and Nazi-killing mayhem. Sisu 2 is officially charging into theaters on November 21st. Sony Pictures Screen Gems just announced the sequel, and even better, it's already wrapped filming, flying under the radar until now. Writer-director Jalmari Helander is back, and so is Jorma Tomila as Atami Korpi, the unstoppable gold-hunting ex-commando who showed us all the true meaning of Sisu in the first film. While plot details are still locked away, if it's anything like the original, expect a brutal, non-stop action ride set against the stark, haunting beauty of World War II-era Finland. The first Sisu became a global hit, pulling in $14.3 million on a modest $6 million budget, thanks to its lean 90-minute runtime and almost wordless, powerhouse performance from Tomila. Now, with a budget nearly double that, Sisu 2 promises even more brutal showdowns and cinematic carnage. Critics raved about the original's stunning visuals and relentless pacing, calling it bloody, brutal, and absolutely awesome. Bottom line, Atami Korpi isn't done making Nazis regret every life choice. If you love the first blood-soaked rampage, mark your calendar. Sisu 2 is coming to unleash hell this November. Get ready to step through the wardrobe once again. Emma Mackey has officially been cast as the White Witch in Greta Gerwig's upcoming Narnia adaptation for Netflix. This marks a powerful reunion between Mackey and Gerwig after their smash hit collaboration on Barbie, and fans are already buzzing with excitement. First reported by The Hollywood Reporter, the casting brings major star power to Gerwig's highly secretive reimagining of C.S. Lewis's beloved fantasy series. Netflix has been teasing its Narnia plans since 2018, aiming to build a sprawling fantasy universe to rival giants like The Witcher and One Piece. Now, with Mackey, known for her standout roles in Sex Education and Death on the Nile, stepping into the villainous shoes once filled by Tilda Swinton, expectations are skyrocketing. Plot details are still tightly under wraps, but with Gerwig's signature storytelling magic behind the camera, fans can expect a fresh and emotionally rich take on the world of Narnia. No official release date has been set yet, but one thing's certain, with Emma Mackey as the new White Witch, Narnia's icy grip is about to be more captivating than ever. The Monsterverse is stomping back into action. Legendary Pictures has officially kicked off production on the next Godzilla x Kong adventure, with cameras rolling in Queensland, Australia. This marks the fourth Monsterverse film to shoot there, after Kong Skull Island, Godzilla vs. Kong, and The New Empire. Legendary's return to Village Roadshow Studios is not just boosting the local economy, it's setting the stage for another epic Titan showdown. This time around, Caitlin Dever leads the charge, joining returning favorite Dan Stevens as Trapper, the guy who famously pulled a tooth straight out of Kong's jaw. Also suiting up are Matthew Modine, Jack O'Connell, Delroy Lindo, Sam Neill, and Alicia Debnam Carey, making this one of the most stacked casts yet. While plot details are still unknown, Dever recently confirmed she's deep into filming the new Godzilla x Kong project. With Grant Sputor now directing and the script penned by Shang-Chi's David Callahan, expect skyscraper-shattering battles, ancient monsters, and wild team-ups galore. The next untitled Godzilla x Kong movie roars into theaters March 26, 2027. Until then, prepare for more Titan-sized chaos and maybe even a golf club cameo. Sydney Sweeney is officially leveling up. The breakout star is set to headline the upcoming film adaptation of the hit video game Split Fiction, and the project is stacked with serious talent behind the scenes. Variety reports that John M. Chu, fresh off directing Wicked, will helm the film, while Deadpool and Wolverine scribes Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick are penning the script. Sweeney isn't just starring, she's also executive producing, showing she's ready to shape her own blockbuster legacy. While her specific role remains under wraps, the game's premise promises something wild. Split Fiction follows authors Mio Hudson and Zoe Foster as they're thrown into a fantasy world crafted from their own imaginations. Players control both characters simultaneously in an action-packed split-screen adventure, a dynamic that wowed fans when the game dropped in March and sold over 2 million copies. With Hazel Light Studios, Amazon MGM, and Dwayne Johnson's $7 Productions backing the project, this adaptation is set to be a major player in the growing wave of successful video game movies. No release date yet, but with Sweeney leading the charge, expect Split Fiction to be a must-watch fantasy thrill ride when it hits the big screen. Get ready, Predator fans! Predator Badlands is about to change everything you thought you knew about the franchise. This week, 20th Century Studios dropped the first trailer for the upcoming live-action film, and director Dan Trachtenberg just revealed even juicier details. For the first time ever, we're heading to Yatua Prime, the Predator's home planet. The story follows Dek, a runt exiled from his clan, who teams up with a mysterious woman named Thea, played by Elle Fanning, to survive the brutal landscape. And here's the wild twist, this isn't human, she's a Weyland-Yutani synth, linking Badlands director to the alien universe. Fanning will even pull double duty, playing twin androids designed for very different purposes. Trachtenberg promises this isn't your typical Predator showdown. Inspired by Shadow of the Colossus, the film will dive deep into the unlikely bond between Dek and Thea, delivering action and heart in equal measure. Expect a visually stunning ride when Badlands hits IMAX, Dolby Cinema, and more on November 7th. New planet, new Predator, shocking alien ties. Predator Badlands is taking a massive swing, and it looks absolutely feral. Spider-Man Brand New Day is already shaping up to introduce a brand new villain, but thanks to a new casting rumor, 2 long-awaited returns could be on the horizon. According to trusted insider Daniel Rickman, Marvel Studios is casting prisoners for the film, and that's all fans need to start buzzing. Why? Because the last time we checked, Michael Keaton's Vulture and Michael Mando's Matt Gargan, aka Scorpion, were both locked up after Spider-Man Homecoming. Keaton's Adrian Toomes hasn't appeared properly in the MCU since 2017, and no, that bizarre Morbius cameo doesn't count. Meanwhile, Mando's Gargan has been sitting on the sidelines, with fans eagerly waiting for his transformation into the fearsome Scorpion. Both actors have teased interest in returning, and Brand New Day might finally deliver. While plot details are still secret, if a Prison Break or Behind Bars alliance is in play, Holland's Spider-Man could find himself facing not just new threats, but some old enemies with unfinished business. Spider-Man Brand New Day could bring the ultimate villain team-up, and it's looking like 2026 will be a massive year for Spidey fans. Speculation is swinging into overdrive as fans believe Spider-Man Brand New Day may introduce Martin Lee, aka Mr. Negative, as Tom Holland's next major villain. And the latest comments from Marvel Spider-Man video game actor Stephen Young are only adding fuel to the fire. Young, who voiced the formidable foe in the Insomniac games, recently hinted at knowing certain things about Mr. Negative's future during an interview, though he hasn't been officially contacted to reprise the role in live action yet. "I'm very, very hopeful," he said, adding that the odds of seeing Mr. Negative in upcoming media are pretty good. The buzz intensified after a casting call emerged for an Asian actor aged 30 to 50 for a major role, aligning perfectly with Lee's profile. While Mr. Negative isn't a household name, his surge in popularity from the video games makes him a prime candidate for a cinematic debut. Adding more intrigue, a rumored synopsis teases Peter Parker returning to action after a brief break from Spider-Man life, this time teaming up with an unlikely ally to face a deadly new threat. Brand New Day hits theaters July 31st, 2026. Get ready to rumble again! The adrenaline-pumped world of Roadhouse is gearing up for round 2, and the sequel just got a major jolt of excitement. Guy Ritchie is reportedly in talks to direct. After Doug Liman's 2024 reboot of the 1989 cult classic brought Jake Gyllenhaal into the spotlight as the badass bouncer Dalton, Amazon MGM is doubling down with Roadhouse 2. Despite mixed reviews, the first film was a massive hit on Prime Video, drawing big viewership numbers and greenlighting a sequel almost instantly. Now, insider Matthew Bologna reveals that Ritchie, who previously teamed with Gyllenhaal on The Covenant, is circling the director's chair. If the deal closes, it'll mark their third collaboration, with the duo also set to star in the upcoming action thriller In the Grey. Even more intriguing, the sequel might actually hit theaters this time. With Amazon committing to 14 theatrical releases in 2026, Roadhouse 2 could be one of them, marking a sharp turn from the original streaming-only rollout, which Liman famously protested. Between Ritchie's stylish direction and Gyllenhaal's gritty charm, Roadhouse 2 could be the knockout sequel fans didn't know they needed. Could Robert Pattinson be the next force to shake the sands of Arrakis? According to insider reports, the Batman star is circling a major role in Dune Messiah, possibly playing Scytale, the shape-shifting villain from Frank Herbert's iconic novels. While no official offer has been made, Pattinson's name being attached is enough to send Dune fans into a frenzy. With his packed schedule, headlining the Batman Part 2 and starring in Christopher Nolan's upcoming The Odyssey, Pattinson would be adding another heavyweight project to his filmography. But if anyone can pull that off, it's him. Director Denis Villeneuve, who has a knack for attracting top-tier talent, seems like the perfect match. Dune Messiah will pick up 12 years after Part 2, with Paul Atreides, now Emperor, married to Princess Irulan, but still devoted to Chani. If Pattinson signs on, he'll bring serious star power and intensity to the saga's darker, more introspective chapter. Set to begin filming this summer, Dune Messiah hits theaters December 18, 2026, and marks Villeneuve's final entry in the franchise. If Pattinson joins the cast, this final chapter could be its most explosive yet. The Last of Us is showing no signs of slowing down. HBO has officially renewed the hit post-apocalyptic series for a third season, before Season 2 even premieres on April 13th. And if that doesn't scream confidence, nothing does. Based on the 2020 video game The Last of Us Part 2, Season 2 will span just 7 episodes, but showrunners Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann always plan to split the game's epic and emotional story across multiple seasons. We're looking at 1 or 2 more seasons to fully tell Part 2, Mazin told Variety. It's getting harder to make because every episode gets big. You don't want to wait 4 years for a 17-episode finish. Season 2 sees Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey return as Joel and Ellie, with new cast additions including Caitlin Dever, Isabella Merced, and Jeffrey Wright. With a stacked lineup and massive storytelling ahead, HBO clearly believes in the show's staying power. Season 1 became one of HBO's biggest drama hits, earning 24 Emmy nominations. Now with Season 3 officially in the pipeline, the future of The Last of Us is not only safe, it's set to be unforgettable. Get ready to mine even deeper. A Minecraft movie is on its way to becoming a franchise. While a sequel hasn't been officially greenlit yet, director Jared Hess has already teased what fans can expect next, and it's major. In an interview with Deadline, Hess confirmed that the beloved in-game character Alex will join Steve in the sequel. "It's Steve and Alex," Hess said. "That's the one we'll be bringing to the table without a doubt." Fans caught a glimpse of Alex in the movie's post-credits scene, where a red-haired, green-shirted mystery figure answers the door to Steve's old home. Now it's official, Alex is stepping into the spotlight, and honestly, how could there not be a sequel? The movie has been crushing it at the box office, raking in over $350 million in just 4 days on a $150 million budget. That makes it the fourth highest grossing film of 2025 so far. While we might not be getting a Napoleon Dynamite sequel anytime soon, rip that dream, Minecraft fans have every reason to celebrate. With Alex officially joining the next adventure, the world of blocks just got a lot more exciting. The long-rumored I Am Legend sequel is officially gaining momentum, and Will Smith just dropped some major updates, including a surprising reveal about Michael B. Jordan's role. In a recent interview, Smith confirmed that the I Am Legend 2 story will follow the alternate DVD ending of the 2007 film, where Robert Neville survives and realizes he was the monster in the eyes of the infected. This version of the ending, where Neville leaves the city instead of dying, will now be considered canon. Enter Michael B. Jordan. Many fans speculated he'd play Neville's son in a passing of the torch moment. Not so, says Smith. "He's not my son," he clarified. Instead, Jordan plays the leader of a new settlement in Connecticut, likely setting him up as a powerful new character, possibly even an adversary. Writer Akiva Goldsman says the sequel will be set decades after the original, with heavy inspiration from The Last of Us and Richard Matheson's original novel. While there's no official release date yet, Smith teased that the script is in and he's actively in talks with Jordan. Get ready, the legend lives on. Alicia Debnam Carey is officially stepping into the Monsterverse. Best known for her role in Fear the Walking Dead, the actress will star in the sequel to Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, joining a growing cast that includes Caitlin Dever, Jack O'Connell, Matthew Modine, Delroy Lindo, and returning star Dan Stevens as Trapper. The sequel, now in development under director Grant Sputor, will be written by Shang-Chi screenwriter David Callahan. While plot details remain under wraps, early reports tease new human characters teaming up with the Titans to stop a world-ending threat. Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire saw Godzilla and Kong unite against a deadly force from Hollow Earth. With over $500 million at the global box office, a sequel was inevitable, even though the original director, Adam Wingard, won't return due to scheduling conflicts. However, Wingard has expressed interest in coming back for future films, saying he has more story to tell. Legendary's Monsterverse continues to expand, with films, animated spin-offs like Skull Island, and Apple TV Plus's Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. And with Debnam Carey now on board, the next Titan clash just got even more electrifying. Get ready for another round of bird-flinging chaos. Angry Birds 3 is officially taking flight. Set to arrive in theaters on January 29, 2027, the third film marks a bold return for the franchise after a nearly 8-year gap since 2019's The Angry Birds Movie 2. While the sequel didn't quite match the box office success of the original, both films have found massive second lives on streaming, a space where kids now dominate viewership. This time around, the film is coming from Paramount Pictures rather than Columbia and Sony, signaling a fresh production chapter. The long gap between films may have been due in part to the studio shift, but with Sonic the Hedgehog 4 also dropping in March 2027 under the same banner, it's clear Paramount is all in on family blockbusters. Jason Sudeikis, Josh Gad, Rachel Bloom, and Danny McBride return as Red, Chuck, Silver, and Bomb. Joining them are newcomers Emma Myers, Keke Palmer, and Tim Robinson in mystery roles. Backed by Rovio and Sega, Angry Birds 3 aims to blend nostalgia with fresh appeal, and it might just ruffle all the right feathers. Esther is back, and this time it's going to be even more unhinged. Lionsgate has officially greenlit Orphan 3, with Isabel Fuhrman reprising her chilling role as Lena Klammer, the Estonian serial killer who can pass for a 9-year-old girl. But here's the twist, this next entry won't be just a prequel or a sequel, it's being described as an in-betweenquel, weaving together both timelines for a story that's set to be the wildest yet. Coming from the Orphan First Kill team of director William Brent Bell and writer David Cogshall, the third installment promises to take Esther's saga to an even darker, more unpredictable place. Fuhrman, now an adult playing a childlike killer through a mix of clever camera tricks and practical effects, told Bloody Disgusting the new film features twists that are wilder and crazier than ever before. Produced by Lionsgate in collaboration with Dark Castle Entertainment and Gnosis Films, and with original Orphan writer David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick on board as executive producer, Orphan 3 aims to thrill longtime fans while pulling in a fresh audience. Buckle up, Esther's not done yet. Get ready to say his name 3 more times. Beetlejuice is back for round 3. Hot off the heels of the upcoming sequel Beetlejuice, Warner Bros. Has confirmed a third installment is officially in development. With Tim Burton still at the helm and Michael Keaton resurrecting the role of everyone's favorite ghost with the most, fans are dying again to know what chaos awaits in the Netherworld. Beetlejuice brings back Winona Ryder's Lydia and Catherine O'Hara's delightfully eccentric Delia, who return to Winter River for Charles Dietz's funeral. Alongside them is Jenna Ortega as Lydia's rebellious daughter Astrid, whose curiosity lands her in serious trouble in the afterlife. To save her, Lydia calls on Beetlejuice, but his help, as always, comes with a terrifying twist. While plot details for Beetlejuice 3 remain under wraps, fans are buzzing about which iconic characters could return, and how the last film's explosive ending literally left Beetlejuice's fate dangling. Is he still wreaking havoc at the Afterlife call center, or is he up to something far more diabolical? Whatever happens, one thing's for sure, when the striped suit shows up, it's gonna get weird, and we're here for it. Hold on to your seats, monster movie fans! Dr. Alan Grant is stepping into the Monsterverse. Sam Neill, the beloved star of the Jurassic Park saga, is officially joining the cast of the next Godzilla x Kong blockbuster. That's right, Neill is trading raptors for radioactive reptiles in the upcoming sequel to Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, set to explode into theaters on March 29, 2027. According to Legendary, this new chapter will pit our favorite titans, Godzilla and Kong, against a cataclysmic, world-ending threat, with several new human characters along for the ride. Neill joins a stacked cast, including Caitlin Dever, Jack O'Connell, and returning Titan tamer Dan Stevens. The Monsterverse has been on a hot streak since 2014's Godzilla, with smash hits like Kong Skull Island and the Apple TV Plus series Monarch: Legacy of Monsters keeping fans hooked. What makes it stand out? The monsters are the main event, actors come and go, but Godzilla and Kong reign supreme. No word yet on Neill's role, but one thing's for sure, if anyone knows how to survive a showdown with oversized predators, it's him. Akio New Era! HBO has officially unveiled the first 6 cast members for its highly anticipated Harry Potter TV reboot, and the wizarding world will never be the same. With a promise to be a more faithful, detailed adaptation of J.K. Rowling's 7-book saga, this new series is already stirring up excitement, debate, and plenty of magical speculation. Legendary actor John Lithgow has been announced as the new Albus Dumbledore, while Papa Essiedu takes on the complex and iconic role of Severus Snape. Janet McTeer will don the tartan as Minerva McGonagall, and Nick Frost is stepping into Hagrid's massive boots. Rounding out the reveal, Luke Thallon as the jittery Professor Quirrell, and Paul Whitehouse as everyone's favorite caretaker, Argus Filch. While casting for Harry, Ron, and Hermione is still under wraps, HBO's open call for young talent hints at a fresh-faced trio leading the charge. And with rumors of Cillian Murphy circling the role of Voldemort, the stakes are higher than ever. Set to debut in 2026, this series promises to dive deeper into the magic, mystery, and mayhem that fans have cherished for decades. A new magical journey begins, ready or not. Get ready, Star Wars fans! Ryan Gosling is joining the Force. The Barbie and La La Land star is officially set to lead Star Wars Starfighter, a brand new standalone film from Disney blasting into theaters on May 7th, 2027. Directed by Deadpool and Wolverine helmer Shawn Levy, this fresh entry in the Star Wars saga promises to chart new territory in the galaxy. "This script is just so good," Gosling said during Star Wars Celebration Tokyo. "It's filled with heart, adventure, and totally original characters. And there's no better director for it than Sean." Gosling's childhood love for Star Wars was on full display, even sharing a photo of his Star Wars-themed bedsheets from when he was a kid. "I was probably dreaming about Star Wars before I even saw the film," he laughed. The movie will not follow the Skywalker saga, but instead takes place about 5 years after the rise of Skywalker, opening the door to a bold, unexplored era. Gosling will portray a brand new character in a completely fresh storyline. With Levy behind the camera and Gosling in the cockpit, Starfighter is shaping up to be the next big hyperspace hit. After years of uncertainty, Happy Death Day 3 is finally moving forward. During a special double feature of the first two films on April 5, 2025, at the American Cinematheque in Los Angeles, star Jessica Roth excited fans by confirming the news, with director Chris Landon echoing her statement. Although no plot or release details were revealed, this marks the first official update on the project in 6 years. The franchise, which debuted in 2017, followed Roth's character Tree as she relived her birthday repeatedly, each time ending in her murder. While the original film was a hit, the 2019 sequel underperformed at the box office, dampening studio enthusiasm for a third installment. Landon had previously pitched ideas to Universal, including a potential limited series adaptation, but those plans never materialized. Combined with the pandemic and Landon's involvement in other projects, the third movie seemed unlikely for a time. However, fan demand remains strong, and with Blumhouse in need of a critical win, the timing may finally be right. February 2026, which includes a Friday the 13th, could be a fitting release date. For fans, the long-awaited return of Tree Gelbman promises a killer continuation of the time loop horror saga. After what feels like forever, Peacemaker Season 2 is finally locked, loaded, and ready to explode onto our screens August 21st. James Gunn himself confirmed the release date on social media, dropping a quick 10-second teaser packed with just enough chaos to remind us why we fell in love with John Cena's unhinged anti-hero in the first place. Last we saw Christopher Smith, he was chilling on his porch with his trusty sidekick Eagly, and the ghost of his very dead, very racist dad, classic Peacemaker. But Season 2 promises a fresh round of mayhem, redemption, and possibly some emotional gut punches. Danielle Brooks, who returns as Leota Adebayo, teased in a recent interview that the new season is full of heart, and that the opening alone will be a knockout. Oh, and yes, there's a brand new dance number. Brooks revealed she spent a lot of time learning the intense choreography for the intro, which hints at another unforgettable sequence in the making. With Gunn at the helm and the cast fully locked in, Peacemaker is gearing up for another wild, action-packed ride. August can't come soon enough. Grab your helmets, it's about to get weird. Marvel fans, brace yourselves. Avengers 5 Doomsday just got even more intriguing. With a whopping 27 cast members confirmed and production about to begin, all eyes are on Robert Downey Jr., who's stepping into the role of Victor Von Doom. Yes, Dr. Doom himself. The internet went into a frenzy after a photo from Downey's 60th birthday party surfaced, showing him sporting curly hair, a style that has also appeared on the party invite, where he teased fans with a Dr. Doom-inspired look. While it could be a playful nod, fans are convinced it's a sneak peek at Doom's design in the film. Initial fears that Marvel might simply twist Doom into a Tony Stark variant seem to be easing. This look marks a clear break from the sleek Stark aesthetic, suggesting that Downey's Doom will be something entirely new. And in case you're wondering, Downey confirmed he's playing the classic Victor Von Doom, not an alternate Iron Man gone rogue. With filming kicking off soon and a release date set for May 1st, 2026, Marvel is gearing up for one of its most ambitious events yet. And if this bold casting choice is any clue, Doom is coming, with style. To infinity and beyond, the epilogue. Tim Allen just dropped some thrilling new details about Pixar's highly anticipated Toy Story 5. And yes, Buzz Lightyear and Woody are reuniting. While promoting his stand-up tour and ABC series Shifting Gears, Allen confirmed that he's officially suiting up once more as the galaxy's favorite space ranger. In a recent interview, the comedy icon teased a realignment between Buzz and Woody, hinting that the duo's emotional parting in Toy Story 4 wasn't the end after all. "I can tell you that it's a lot about Jesse," Allen revealed. "Woody and I do realign, and there's an unbelievable opening scene with Buzz Lightyear's. That's right, plural. Let the wild fan theories begin." The spotlight shifting to Jesse has fans buzzing, with many hoping this long-overlooked cowgirl finally takes center stage. And according to Pixar chief Pete Docter, director Andrew Stanton is taking bold swings that will surprise even longtime fans. Set to premiere on June 19, 2026, Toy Story 5 promises to be a fresh, emotional, and exciting leap forward for the franchise. Get ready, toys, it's almost time to come alive again. Daredevil Born Again just wrapped its intense 9-episode first season on Disney+. But fans won't have to wait too long for more. Season 2 is already filming and set to premiere in March 2026. Showrunner Dario Scardapane, known for The Punisher and Jack Ryan, confirmed the exciting update on social media, though he kept the exact date under wraps. Originally meant to stand apart from Netflix's Daredevil, the show took a major creative pivot during the 2023 strikes. It's now officially a direct continuation, picking up 5 years after the Netflix series ended. Scardapane took over as showrunner, and directing duo Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead stepped in as primary directors after a complete overhaul behind the scenes. The returning cast is stacked: Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock, Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, Jon Bernthal as the Punisher, and more familiar faces like Foggy, Karen, Bullseye, and Vanessa. New additions include Margarita Levieva, Michael Gandolfini, and Scream legend Matthew Lillard. With this blend of gritty storytelling, legacy characters, and fresh blood, Born Again Season 2 is shaping up to be the Daredevil revival fans have been begging for. Marvel's Thunderbolts is officially set to hit theaters with a runtime of 127 minutes, just over 2 hours, a reassuring length compared to the ever-expanding runtimes we've seen in recent superhero flicks. As Marvel tightens up its films these days, this runtime feels like a sweet spot, right around the franchise's average. It's a relief that it won't reach the 2.5-hour mark we've grown used to, but what really matters now is whether the movie delivers on its promise. With a lineup that includes Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, and more, Thunderbolts is shaping up to be a fun, action-packed ride. Still, there's a divide among fans, some excited for the anti-heroes to get their moment, others longing for fewer MCU releases each year. Still, Marvel has been ramping up its releases, and 2025 will see 3 movies, including this one. Tracking a solid $70 million opening weekend, Thunderbolts is set for a May 2nd release. Will this ragtag team of misfits live up to expectations, or will the movie struggle to stand out in a crowded superhero landscape? We'll find out soon enough. The live-action Pacific Rim series is officially moving forward at Amazon Prime Video, confirming earlier reports that had fans buzzing. Developed as part of a deal between Legendary Television and Amazon MGM Studios, the show will serve as a prequel to the beloved Pacific Rim movies. Eric Heiserer, known for his work on Shadow and Bone and Bird Box, will write and executive produce the series under his Chronology banner. While plot details are still under wraps, the show promises to dive deeper into the world where humanity faces off against giant monsters, or kaiju, using massive mechs known as Jaegers. There's even talk of new films in the franchise, hinting that the Pacific Rim universe could continue to expand. Since the release of Guillermo del Toro's original film in 2013, the franchise has grown with sequels, animated series, and various tie-ins. While Pacific Rim Uprising didn't quite hit the mark at the box office, there's still a lot of excitement for this next chapter, especially with Heiserer's involvement. Will this series rekindle the magic of the original? Fans are definitely ready to find out. Keanu Reeves is stepping into a surprising new role as the villain in a highly anticipated Weezer film. The actor, beloved for his iconic role in John Wick and his recent voice performance in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, is set to add another layer to his career by playing a dark, villainous character in this upcoming project. The film, a music mockumentary, was first teased during Weezer's Coachella performance, where the band hinted at its secretive production. While details are still scarce, it's been revealed that the film will combine elements of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and Weird, the Al Yankovic story, offering a comedic, satirical take on the music world. Reeves, known for his genuinely nice persona, is set to bring a unique contrast to his villainous role, adding a layer of intrigue. Reeves' connection to Weezer goes beyond the screen. His band, Dogstar, once had Weezer open for them in 1992. Now, with his return to the music scene after Dogstar's reunion, it seems like the perfect time for this collaboration. Fans can't wait to see Reeves in this unexpected yet exciting role. Get ready for more monster mayhem in Monarch: Legacy of Monsters Season 2. Following the success of its thrilling first season, the Apple TV Plus series is set to dive even deeper into the world of Godzilla, King Kong, and the terrifying kaiju threats that have captivated fans. Star Wyatt Russell teased that this new season will not only bring more monsters into the fold, but also take the stakes and relationships to new thrilling heights. Production for Season 2 kicked off late last year, and fans are in for a treat with the return of King Kong, whose dramatic entrance in Season 1 will only be the beginning. Russell hinted that the mystery surrounding Monarch and its monstrous history will deepen, and the characters will face even higher stakes as they unravel family secrets. New cast member Amber Midthunder is joining the action, adding even more excitement to the expanding story. The series continues to follow siblings tracking their father's connection to the shadowy Monarch organization, uncovering hidden truths about the monsters and the monumental events that shape their lives. With Chris Black and Matt Fraction at the helm, Season 2 promises to be an explosive continuation of the saga. Stay tuned for more monster-packed drama. The wait is finally over. The Old Guard 2 is hitting Netflix on July 2nd, 2025, after 5 long years of anticipation. Charlize Theron and her immortal mercenary crew are back for another round of intense action, and fans are in for a thrilling ride. Following its wrap in 2022, the sequel has been highly anticipated, and now it's officially confirmed. Plus, it's rated R for graphic violence and some language, ensuring the same high-stakes, edge-of-your-seat action as the first film. Picking up right where the cliffhanger of the first movie left off, The Old Guard 2 continues the story of Andy and her team as they face a dangerous new enemy. After Booker's betrayal and exile, he finds himself confronting the long-lost Quen, with retribution on the horizon. Alongside returning stars Kiki Lane, Marwan Kenzari, and Matthias Schoenaerts, the sequel introduces Uma Thurman and Henry Golding in undisclosed roles, adding even more star power to the franchise. Directed by Victoria Mahoney and written by Greg Rucka, The Old Guard 2 promises more unexpected twists and heart-pounding action as the team fights to protect humanity from a threat that could destroy them all. Get ready for a wild ride. Disney is set to make a massive splash at the box office this Memorial Day weekend with its highly anticipated live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch. Scheduled for release on May 23, 2025, the film is projected to rake in over $100 million during its 3-day opening, potentially surpassing the entire domestic run of Snow White, currently at $83 million, in just its opening weekend. Directed by Dean Fleischer Camp, Lilo and Stitch brings the beloved 2002 animated classic to life with a mix of live action and CGI. The story, which centers on the heartwarming yet unlikely friendship between a lonely Hawaiian girl Lilo and Stitch, an alien engineered for destruction, is set to captivate audiences once again. Newcomer Maya Kealoha stars as Lilo, while Chris Sanders reprises his iconic voice role as Stitch. Unlike the recent struggles of Snow White, which received a lukewarm reception, Lilo and Stitch enters the market with nostalgia and goodwill on its side, thanks to its timeless themes of family and belonging. Early reactions to trailers have been positive, particularly regarding Stitch's design, positioning the remake to be one of Disney's biggest live-action hits in years, though it will face stiff competition from Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.